Hello and welcome. You're watching Markets Today. I'm Sakshi Patra, and this is where we discuss everything about the stock market's closing action, a wrap up of the day, what really happened today, the stocks and the sectors that were in focus, and everything that was buzzing on the D Street today. So let's start off with the closing action first. While the markets ended higher for the third consecutive session, remember in the morning we had opened in the red following the global market cues, the fall in the rupee hitting a record low, the crude oil prices yet again bouncing higher. All of that was impacting the D Street in the morning trade. But towards the end of the session, we actually saw a pull from those lows, and the markets ended higher for the third consecutive session in a row. Now, it was not just the kind of move that we actually saw on one or two indices, the benchmark indices as well. We actually saw quite a lot of sectors also moving higher in trade, pulling the index higher. We actually saw domestic indices swinging between the gains and the losses during the intraday deals before settling in the green in the fag end. Buying interest in banks and automobiles really led support for the markets today. Globally, Asian stocks were mixed. The US stock futures traded higher, providing support to the Indian markets as well, in the hope that the US markets will also trade higher in the next session, that is tonight's session. The BSE Sensex today it rose by 246 points or 0.5% higher to close the day at 54,768. The Nifty moved 62 points higher as well to settle the day at 16,341. Mid and the small cap shares finished on a strong note with the mid cap 100 index rising 0.7%, small cap index really outperforming the benchmarks and the mid cap index as well, rising over a percent in today's trade. Now, when you talk about the sectoral indices, of the 15 sectors that are actually compiled by the National Stock Exchange, 11 of them ended in the green, with the banks and autos outperforming the NSE platform by rising over 1% each. The pharma index, the Nifty oil and gas, however, fell about quarter percent in this trade today. Overall market breadth stood positive with 2,031 shares remaining in the green, while 1,278 shares declined. Overall, if we talk on the 30 share BSE index, that Sensex, we saw on specific stocks, Axis Bank, IndusInd Bank, M&M, Tata Steel, Ultratech Cement, Bajaj Finserv, SBI, Bharti Airtel and ICICI Bank, and even Reliance Industries, NTPC and HUL among the top gainers on this index, rising about 2.5% in trade. In contrast, you did see HCL Technologies dragging the street, Nestle, ITC dragging the street, Sun Pharma, Kotak Mahindra Bank not contributing, Dr. Reddy's down in trade, Infosys, Asian Paints, Titan, and Tech Mahindra also in the red. Further, the shares of LIC, that's the Life Insurance Corporation of India, the country's biggest insurer and the largest domestic financial investor, fell by 1% to end the day at 688 rupees per equity share. So, continuously dragging below what the expectations have been for the investors of LIC from the time it got listed on the street. Of course, financial stocks continue to lead the markets. We actually saw the Nifty Bank was up by 1%. Apart from this, ONGC and GAIL fell sharply on the reports of the government mulling a windfall tax on the gas firms. That's been an important update that you should track if you're invested in the oil and gas space. HDFC Life, that stock was down as it missed the estimates on the earnings front. FMCG stocks continue to see some profit booking following the recent surge that we'd seen over the last 1.5 months. So Nestle, Tata Consumer, these were the stocks that were the dragging the street as well. IndusInd Bank was among the top Nifty gainer. Axis Bank continued to gain momentum. The stock is up over 5% in the last 2 days. Tata Steel rose about 2% as well after a positive brokerage house report on the stock. Axis Bank, Apollo Hospitals, IndusInd, M&M, these were the top Nifty gainers, as I suggested. The rupee ended at 79.94 against the dollar after hitting a lifetime low of 80.06 during the session today. So that's been an important update as far as the rupee is also concerned. Going forward from here, of course, the markets will be tracking individual earnings, and the markets will also be tracking the global market cues as we go forward from here too. We have seen that today a few mid-cap names have come out with their earnings, like Polycab reported its Q1 earnings. The consolidated net profit has grown to 119 odd crore rupees, a jump from 72 odd crore rupees on a year-on-year basis. The consolidated revenue is up 47.5%. So good revenue growth and profit growth. Also, the margins have also expanded. So the stock was up 1%. HDFC Life, of course, we did see actually, improving from the day's low, but overall, it definitely missed the street estimates. We actually saw Edelweiss Financials that was, down in trade 3.5% as Sheetal Gandhi has resigned as the CFO of the company too. Those have been the important takeaways in today's trading session. Going forward from here, what do the experts really see? As far as the rupee is concerned, Jatin Trivedi, who is the Vice President Research Analyst at LKP Securities, has said that the rupee range can be seen anywhere between 79.7 to 80.25 going forward from here. So some more weakness can be anticipated. As far as the indexes are concerned, the Bank Nifty index is concerned, experts believe, like Kunal Shah, for example, from LKP Securities, believes that the index is likely to test the level of 36,200 on the upside, which is the previous resistance that the index has faced. Vinod Nair, on the other hand, from Jojit Financial Services, has suggested that he continues to believe that the markets will continue to be a little volatile as we move forward from here as well. However, he believes the immediate impact of the slowdown of the domestic economy will be milder than that of global peers, and that may help the markets to recover from the current lows that we have seen, or the recent lows that we have seen going forward from here. So that's as far as the market wrap of the day is concerned. We'll keep you posted with everything that's important for you to track as far as financial news, business news, and stock market coverage is concerned. So do stay tuned on to Business Today TV for a whole lot more that's coming up on your screens right after this too.